So when I'm saying like when it turns left and right, I could remember one of the skaters called Dawan Song. Dawan Song is one of the famous and most potential skaters. He's almost of my age. He's like much more senior to me, 40 or 41 or so. He's a wonderful skater. That skater kind of has removes one of the bushings in his front trucks and have the skateboard truck much more loose, like probably you should try C5 truck or something if he likes it a little looser like that. But Dawan Song kind of has his front truck much more looser. No one can ride his skateboard or do tricks like Dawan Song. That's what I remember as I could see the adapters here. So next one is the Surfskate. Surfskate is also employing an adapter over which the trucks are mounted. It kind of gives the ability to return to the center when you turn left or right, and it also gives a much bigger leaning angle. I mean like up and down motion. Okay, so what is the difference between the previous Smooth Star Surfskate adapter and the Surfskate adapter is just that the mechanisms which is employed inside the adapter to have the spring give the return to center motion. So what is the mechanism inside? It employs all the bushing washers, and it also employs a spring which is kind of a winded one wind spring, which is a thick one wind spring, rather than having a spring which is somewhere here like this, bigger springs like this of several windings. Your Surfskate uses a spring which is of only one wind, and that is on the kingpin, inside the kingpin of the adapter. Okay, so yeah, these adapters have a kingpin as well. So there is a kingpin in the Surfskate adapter, and there is a kingpin on your trucks as well. Okay, so this is a Surfskate, and all these things have a website. You could go there and purchase. So remember the name what I say. I'm too lazy to provide you a link in the description anyways. So remember the name Surfskate. Okay, that is the brand you need to Google upon. It's being sold in one of other sites as well. So since I have bookmarked that, I'm showing you the link from that. So you might have to look for Surfskate. Okay. So next one in the lineup is called US boards. Okay, US boards are like it's one of the Surfskate module which is similar, very very similar to Surfskate. So what you can see here is it's similar to the Surfskate. What you can see here is the adapter of the US Surfskate. It has a adapter to move left and right where you mount your trucks, and it gives the ability to do the surf motion or the S curve and have much more leaning angle. Okay, so it has that adapter employs a single spring onto the length of the adapter. Okay, so this is called US boards. You can look for US boards as well. They employ springs instead of bushings. Okay, there is no bushings on the adapter, but they have a bushing on the truck for the good leaning angle, to have the up and down motion. Okay, so next comes my favorite, your Waterborne surf adapter. So why didn't they opt for any other surf adapters like Yov or US boards or Smooth Star kind of surf adapters? Because like they use a spring, and those springs are susceptible to oxidation. Over moisture, like that is where we live in. My place is little moisture and kind of dust. It can attract a lot of dust, so that might go rust and have some restricted motions. So that's why I preferred a Waterborne Surfskate adapter, because it employs a polyurethane bushing for its return to center mechanism. So they do have some Surfskates available for you. So all the three models are right in front of your screen, or one with two models with the kicktail, almost similar, and this one is like a drop through board wherein the adapter is mounted on top of the design. Okay, so this is slightly bigger. All are carbon fiber designs, and they have a contact patch, much more flatter and shinier, probably 65mm wheels or so. So you can go to the Waterborne surf adapter website, and 63 wheels. Okay, close to 65 I was right. And these skateboards have a rail mechanism as well that employs the regular bushings, one cone and one barrel, and that doesn't have any kingpin but the screws to mount onto your longboard. Okay, so the rails, as they mount, few might if the Surfskate has those rails to match the height of the front mounted Waterborne surf adapter. They would have only 2 screws, not like the traditional type of rear truck which employs 4 screws. They need only 2 screws, skateboard screws, but longer one, 1.5 inches though. Okay, steel ones, which they will provide. So if you are interested in Waterborne surf skate kind of thing, it helps you. You can go to their website and buy this one. I like this one because I have seen few videos where they climb uphill with this surf skate. So it's very smooth. It is very torquey. So you can do the S curve and climb, pump faster and climb uphill as well. So next comes the various boards of Waterborne surf adapter, and next comes the whale boards. Why am I including whale board in a surf skate thing? These are designed to be a much longer surf skate boards. These are designed to be a long board actually. Long boards are like 40 to 46 inches, little above 34 inches, but between under 50 inches. But these whale boards are like much more longer. It's almost a surfboard on land. Okay, so the whale boards that you see here, this is a old school board. They have in all sizes. So these whale boards can employ such Waterborne surf adapters and become a much more eligible surf skate, where you can dance and use it as a longboard as well, but you have much more surf skate capabilities, where you can carve and imitate the surf action with such a bigger longboard. Why? Just because you have some adapters employed. Okay, right now they have a different truck on their whale boards. Look at them right now. You can go to their websites and check them out. I'll explain what truck they have employed in a few minutes. Okay, so here is another surf skate from a brand called Surf Feeling. This is their truck design. So you can, by this time you would have understood how the Surf Feeling surf skate would have been designed, So you see the wait, let me take a screenshot of this for you to draw a little bit and explain you guys. So what you guys can see here is the hanger, and they have employed a riser pad to match the angle of the nose here. And as you can see here, the truck, the hanger and the base plate forms a cup, here. Say, like, I'll close this right now, and if need me, I'll take another screenshot. So the hanger that you see here forms a cup like this, and the base plate also forms a cup like this. So this is your hanger where your wheels go, but they form a cup like this, wherein you have a PU bushing which is so thick, goes inside the kingpin, and which is being tightened here, as if you can see the red dot over there. So it has a very big PU bushing, which kind of gives you the return to center mechanism when you turn left and right. Okay, so this is another type of surf skate, and this brand is called Surf Feeling USA, and they have this kind of surf skate mechanism. Okay, they employ no traditional bushings, no springs, no winding springs like your surf skate, but they have employed a very big custom made PU bushing to have the return to center mechanism. Okay, so next comes the Revenge trucks. These are my favorites actually, but the problem with these kind of custom bushing made trucks is, like, you can buy those bushings only from those people, because the cup and the hanger and the base plate is designed for to hold only that type of bushing, so we can't employ any other traditional bushing. So but I like this one because like this also gives the return to center mechanism, or the dampening, or the turns left and right and everything through the bushings that you have. One PU bushings there, which is of a higher hardness, kind of gives you the left and right turn abilities through the mounted over the kingpin. And look at the designs of the base plate and the hanger, you know. So Revenge Trucks employs just that bushings, and it depends on the cushioning, dampening, turns, and return to center mechanism and everything. And this truck, what you see here, Revenge Trucks, is used in this whale boats. You know, this Revenge Truck also imitates the action almost like the Waterborne surf adapter, and it kind of has the same torque, and it can actually go faster like a Waterborne surf adapter. This is a very good truck because of this design, you know, like it kind of gives you very good surf action. I love this actually. You could go faster if you want. You can also go slower if you want. You know, these are very good trucks. I love it. Next comes one of a kind. Actually, I love this way too much. A little more than the Revenge Trucks, because like this doesn't employ any of the bushings here for its surf motion. Doesn't have a return to center action at all. It doesn't employ any springs, no traditional bushings, no custom made bushings. Doesn't have bushings at all in the front truck. Okay, rather it has a very different design in the mechanism of in the engineering, wherein it allows the wheels to turn left and right with that mechanism. What you can see over here with the trucks, you know, it kind of moves left and right. It kind of restricts the movement of left and right with the truck itself. So by the way, whatever trucks you have seen, the adapter, you know, it cannot turn 100%, you know, but it has a restricted motion to a left and right. I'm so sorry, there is a power failure right now, so my UPS may not stand for a longer time. I might have to go back and end this video for now, and we have few like 10 or 15 tabs, just 10 or 15 tabs left, and I'll come back when the power returns. Okay, peace. Well, I'm back again, and the power also came. Probably we might track it with the computer's time, you know, how long it took. You know, my UPS takes some time to charge actually, and it will last not more than 3 minutes, so hence I got to wait even when the power came little earlier, you know. So where were we? We were talking about the curve board, a Surfskate, which doesn't have a bushings in the any sort of bushings or any sort of return to center action in the front truck. It's all mechanical system, mechanical engineering, where it turns left and right, and it also employs some sort of mechanical system which gives you the ability to lean, you know. So that's amazing design. I love this board actually, and it's very less weight, as you can see, and this is amazing. You know, these kind of boards going to cost a bomb in India actually. You might have to spend as much as you are buying a low spec two-wheeler, I mean a motorcycle or a scooter, you know, like 125cc scooter or a 150cc motorcycle, you know. These boards would cost that much actually after the GST, IGST, shipment, and import duty and everything, you know. So that's curve board for you guys. And next we are into another Surfskate, a model which is called Sweltex. What's so special about this Surfskate is like it has a very unique design with its trucks. Rear truck is almost like any car, sort of traditional standard kingpin rear truck, The front truck is something where you can see these patterns like X shape or V shape in the front, and the truck is mounted over above, and there is a swivel thing that is over there where the truck can revolve 360 degrees if not for the springs. Okay, so this gives you the Surfskate motion. This is called Sweltex Surfskate, and there is a bushing in the truck, and there are traditional bushings in the rear truck, and it has a very shiny wheels. You can customize all those things, but what's special with the surf action is it's front truck. Okay, it can revolve 360 degrees, but it is restricted with the movement of the springs, which gives you the return to center action. Okay, so that is Sweltex Surfskate, and I'll show you the closer view of this truck. So what you see here is the mechanism employed inside the Sweltex Surfskate front truck. Okay, so this is how it is employed, and there is a part wherein like you have springs to control your left and right turns, and there is a part wherein inside the base plate which helps the truck from moving up and down. Sorry, the springs inside the base plate helps with the left and right turns, and the springs on the truck helps you with the lean angles, up and down motion. Okay, this is one of the wonderful techniques there. Initially I said like there is one bushing, but I might have mistaken with the design that is there with the truck. Actually there is no bushings here, it's all metal. Okay, it's all complete springs and everything, and rear truck is something similar to that standard kingpin truck, which employs the traditional bushings. So that is the mechanism of the Sweltex, and that is the Surfskate of Sweltex. Most of the decks that you would find for a Surfskate is all short board. I've said this before, I'm recalling it, making you guys remember it again. Most of them are under 34 inches, and it might be symmetrical, asymmetrical. Most of them are like directional. Actually, most of the Surfskates are directional boards. You can ride in one direction because it employs different kind of trucks in front and different kind of trucks in the rear. So certain boards, like what you can imagine is like we saw something with similar custom bushings, right? Revenge trucks or any other different truck that you saw over there, they might be able to ride in both directions, so they have a similar design, so they can put that on a front and rear, so they might be useful in riding in front and back. But most of the Surfskates are directional, and it has a pointy nose, more like a pintail. Doesn't have a pintail, but a fishtail kind of sort, symmetrical sort, or short boards with a fishtail or a directional pointy nose and a fishtail or a kicktail or any sort of symmetrical design or asymmetrical design. What you see in Sweltex is asymmetrical design. Okay, so that's Sweltex for you guys. Next comes the slide street surf skateboard. That's what they call it. The mechanism slide street is the trucks that they employ. Okay, so these are the slide trucks that you can see. This is from Amazon, and this is almost looking like an CX truck or an Oxalo Cow 540 bird imitation of CX truck. Like the hanger, that's what it looks like. But actually, even from the front, it looks like a CX truck, right? But actually, the mechanism is spring employed. Okay, so the hanger that is there, which is like a CX truck, the motion is restricted from moving left and right, turning left and right, and moving up and down. I'll take a screenshot because these kind of zooms in. So what you see here is like this one. So the curve motion gives the turns, employs the turns, and comments add. This lines or straight lines, which indicates the up and down motion, and there is one spring here. That spring gives you the ability for carving or giving you the left and right turns for the truck, ability to turn, you know, like this. I'm sorry, I can move this around and now turn left and right. Okay, so that is the slide truck for you guys. So they employ only one spring, and it has some bushings in this right end over here in this corner, you know. That is the kingpin nut where you can tighten it to restrict the motion of your front hanger, you know, from turning left and right, you know. That to restrict that motion, you could tighten this axle nut. Okay, it employs one cone bushings, and there is a spring inside. Okay, you might have to Google in detail about all these things. I'm just briefing you and giving you pointers about various types of Surfskate that is available in the market, various types of trucks that is available in the market. I only know very few, okay, let me tell you that frankly, and I have very less skating experience, as you all know. So with this kind of Surfskates and everything, you know, when you are looking in the Google or when you are looking in the YouTube videos, you know, looking for various types of Surfskates, every time I look at the web page, you know, like I'll find something new in the Surfskate market. So there are too many custom trucks available, too many custom designs available, very creative designs available for longboard and Surfskate, you know, to carve and everything, you know. So I'm not talking about electric skateboards here. I'm just talking about the manual driven carvers, Surfskate replicas, you know. So there are countless n numbers of designs available already. Few are in the market and few doesn't make it to the market. Okay, so to me the original version is the carver version, as I discussed before. Okay, so this is slide street surf skateboard for you guys, and those trucks employ springs, and the design is something similar to the CX hangers. Okay, so next one is an accessory to the Surfskate or a longboard. Okay, I couldn't fit in this particular product in any of the separate episodes because like I cannot right now buy them and use it for myself. These are expensive, more than the Surfskate itself when you buy it in India. Okay, so this is called a land paddle, a huge stick with an rubber bush in the end, in the bottom, just to have a friction and good contact in the road when you push them. You know, you don't want to carve yourself manually, you know. All you have to do, take care of the left and right turns and just use your hands to, you know, paddle your longboard or a Surfskate. Okay, so as simple as that. Even if you have a downhill board, no issues. You could make use of this and you know, surf the like cruise the streets, you know. So it's for that use, you know. It's called land paddle, and it's available with this website. It's called brapstick.com, so you can go and make use of it, you know. So next one is, this is an accessory, by the way. Okay, so we make use of this stick to paddle your longboard. Row, row, row your boat with the land paddle. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at the lyrics. I was just making that up right now. Okay, so what you have here is a Carve USA. This is a website called Carve USA. The website name's Carve USA, but I don't know. I think this is from Canada or something. I'm not sure, but you know, this is also a carving board. They employ a different type of truck. Yeah, what you see here right now, this is something similar you can find in all electric skateboards these days, you know, the bigger ones which employs or which are designed for off-road mechanisms, you know. So those electric skateboards will have the trucks like this, you know. This is this axle tips are much way longer than the longboard usual reverse kingpin trucks that you will find, the caliber trucks or anything that you will see, you know. These are much bigger. This is a very good design actually. These are tend to carry more lbs of pounds of weights, you know, like it's designed for big size riders as well, and it's off-road. You can take it on the roads. These wheels are a little shiny. You may not take it for off-road, but maybe for grasses or something, roads and grasses and pavement and sidewalks that you might find. so in the park or a separate lane, bicycle lane in the roads. So these are heavy ones, and these are carvers. Actually, this will imitate the surf action, and this cannot give you a fast ride or small S curve. These are meant to be ridden in a bigger S wave. So this is absolute fun to ride. You must watch the videos in YouTube. Please go and Google them in YouTube. Probably you may not find the high resolution videos. These were made in old times, probably a decade ago or 8 or 7 years before. So it's very fun to watch. Actually, the actions are amazing, so tempting. Actually, I love these boards as well. It's all spring actions. You can find the springs over there, and one of the electric skateboards called Trampa. So the Trampa electric skateboard employ custom made silicone PU bushing, not silicone, polyurethane bushings instead of the springs. They are shaped like this in the space of spring, actually, to dampen them. Even this one will have a PU bushing or some sort of cylindrical tube to dampen or take the shocks inside the spring. Actually, it may not be just the springs. Okay, there have to be some sort of dampening soft cushions inside the spring to take the shocks, actually. So Trampa longboards or the skateboard tracks employ just the PU bushings, and they love that, actually, instead of springs. I've seen in one of the YouTube videos. Okay, so this is the Carve USA boards. These are available for off-road and for the roads, actually, roads as well. You could see the wheels. Okay, you can grab the idea of the shape of the wheels. Okay, even from here, from this spot, how the wheels are tapered, onto the right, and how the wheels are tapered onto the left, like this. The wheels, this helps you the carve motion, the S curve motion. You could do a lot of ride and have a lot of fun with this. Actually, this will ride over all the pavement gaps and cracks that you find on the road. It would run over the weeds that you find on the sideways, on the grasses and everything. This is amazing design. I love this Carve USA boards. Actually, these are big, and let me tell you one thing. Most of the bigger Surfskates that you will find in the market are designed in two places, mostly in Canada and Australia. These people love big Surfskates, man. They don't employ the smaller ones as people use in European countries or in America. But what they love is like bigger boards than, almost half the size of a surfboard, real surfboard that you use on the seas. So I love them as well. So these are another boards. It's called street boards. These ones are from Australia. Cost you about $500 US, not Australian dollars. So I'm sorry, it's Australian dollars, I believe. I emailed them, actually, asking about the boards. How much will you take it for shipping it to India and everything? They said about $100 or $150 for shipping, and board cost me around $500 and IGST and import duty and everything. This board would be around 50,000 or 60,000 in India. But I love this board. You can take it onto the roads. It'll easily ride over all the bumps, cracks and speed bumps. Pebbles are nothing to these wheels. Like these are pneumatic wheels. It's air. You have a tube inside and there is a tire. Outer tire, you have a rim and everything. The rims might be varying. You might have plastic rims or aluminum or steel rims. But a street board doesn't offer you various types of rims like plastic, aluminum or steel, but all they have is an aluminum rim, I believe. So this is one of these Surfskate surfboard, and I love this mechanism. These are also designed for big size riders, but they said me over email like it would take around 260 or 265 pounds, less than that, 250 pounds I believe, 100 kgs or so. So this is amazing. 9-ply, very thick deck, amazing boards, man. Street boards, I love them. See, they have a tampered wheel design here also. Their trucks are different. They employ springs as well for these return to center action. So these are amazing boards. I love them. And the next one in the list is like similar to what you saw here. These boards are not mountain boards. Don't confuse with the mountain boards. Few mountains boards also carve, but they have a sleeve or locking mechanism for your foot on the board, like to lock your heels, heel strap, that's what they would call. Those are employed in ice skates as well. So snow skates are available for land also. We'll talk about that later. Those are fun as well. So these are one sort of mountain board kind, but this is also a carver. You don't find the heel straps on the board, but this is from the previous brand which we saw, US boards. This is called a carve cross. Can be taken to off-road, on-road, pavement, sidewalks, grass, gravels, everything. This would ride everything. If you can pump, it will ride over all the surfaces. So that's it, guys. So we have come to the end of the episode. We saw almost like few boards which we could find online, which I could find online and present it to you guys, in a very simple manner, so that you would know like there are plenty of possibilities, so you don't have to have a narrow vision, in what to buy, So it's very simple to choose between these things. If you want to have fun, you want to ride in a more relaxed way, suppose like on a weekend you are going onto a east coast road somewhere near the beach lane, like you want to ride there, choose bigger boards like Carve USA or Carve boards, US boards, or even a smaller board, if you want to ride in a pavement of the beach or everything, So, and if you're looking to go from point A to point B, you can choose the boards which doesn't have any adapters. And if you want to have fun, you have some uphill, you're going to work and everything, you can employ the boards which have adapters and everything. So what I would choose, I personally would choose. I'm not suggesting you the same, but what I'm telling you is the idea that I get when I think of these boards, so I would employ some bigger boards, that's what I would love. Indian roads are such, as you might have seen it from my videos already. So these are the small things that we saw on the Surfskate. We know how standard kingpin is, we know how reverse kingpin is, how Surfskate front truck differs from reverse and standard kingpins, and what are the various types of front trucks available, with the Surfskate mechanism, and those adapters can take in the standard kingpin trucks as well. The trucks of the skateboard can be employed onto those Surfskates which has the adapters, provided the adapter should accommodate that. And my Waterborne Surfskate adapter, did not have an ability to accommodate a Puente longboard truck which had a bigger nose, So they are designing a new Waterborne surf adapter with a bigger space where it can accommodate a bigger longboard truck with a nose. Okay, so it can employ the adapters can have a skateboard truck as well as the longboard truck, reverse kingpin truck, and you can even mount a Carver CX truck onto an adapter as well if you want some extra surf actions. That will be much more fun, like surf adapter with a surf truck, CX truck over a Waterborne Surfskate adapter. It will be much more fun, so such things, So we saw all the different types of front trucks and how the riser pads and angle riser pads are used to level the front and backside truck, Most of the backside truck, rear truck are like standard kingpin trucks and everything, and all those things, and various types of companies, where are they, and how and what. So most of the briefing is involved with these Surfskates and simple ideas that I could think of, and what I grabbed from the internet in my limited experience of skating. Okay, hope you guys found this episode useful. This is Kicha signing off, a fine art photographer who loves to skate. See you guys. Have a great year. Peace.